in Lakesh and Veritas. I hope everyone hearing this is well, staying buoyant, enjoying your day. Ahad here. Um, I am very, very excited and inspired to bring today's discussion forth. I have when I have someone in the chat, can I get a thumbs up that the audio is well? I'll give a moment to, I'm gonna get a thumbs up that we have appropriate audio from the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, we're getting things set up. I was inspired to do this live stream um, because I am I have a unique position with Of the Sun. Loud and clear, Terry. Let's go. I have a unique position with Of the Sun where I get to meet, interact with, and have real life discussions with the people who are working with Of the Sun regularly. Um, I do introductory consults for people who potentially will become students or clients of Up the Sun. So I get to meet a person when they're first making their first contact with us. And then along the way, I help people navigate from one thing to the next, whether it be from classes to workshops or to one-on-one services and anything in between. So I'm typically a companion along the journey for people in their work with Of the Sun and us just on our journey to evolution and wellness. So I get to hear the real experiences. I get to hear a little more, maybe even than what some of the clearers hear in their consults, because I'm kind of having the type of discussions that are like more on a friend level, where I'm just hearing like, what's some of the challenges you're dealing with, what's some of the life scenery going on in life that will either prevent or help you move into the next thing with Of the Sun, and just all the different perspectives. And I also get to hear the experiences that people are having on their journey with us. And that's where I've been inspired to share, because through these conversations and through my perspective, I see people, who I met 6 months ago from a discovery call, free consult, and then I see them now with a completely different experience in their lives. Whether that means that a lot of things that was in their lives that did not serve them deconstructs, and their life looks different literally, whether it be from relationships that they no longer are pursuing, or it be living situations are different, or it be because they started doing the clearing work, other things that no longer fit with where they were going kind of fell apart or had to leave the premises. So I want to begin and start giving you all a little sneak peek of the type of things I hear and experience. Before I go into the way I plan on presenting them today, I'm gonna just give a few acknowledgments. Shaka in the chat. Transformation is powerful. And Lakesh, Shaka, I'm so happy to see you here as always. Deveran, nice to see you. New face for me. I'm not familiar with you. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. Sierra in Lakesh, Terry in Lakesh, and everyone else hearing me in Lakesh. So this past Sunday, we were on the Light Body Movement call. So every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, there's a group, kind of like a study group accountability group, where we all get together and be guided by Lautan Tavares primarily through certain practices and concepts that will benefit us in our daily lives. And the Light Body Group is primarily based around the illumination of the chakras and illuminating our light body as a whole. But it's been a series of events that has transpired over since April that we start, and we've been doing every Sunday essentially since then. The Light Body Group is the first 4 Sundays of the month at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is live, but it's also available via recording. So while I was on this Light Body Group, I was so happy to hear and see certain comments and communication from people who have been working with Of the Sun. Some have been a client, and some have just been keeping pace with us via these streams, via the Light Body Group, and things like that. And some of them were so profound that I really, really, really felt compelled to share them. And they just jumped out at me. They gave me so much life and light and happiness to hear what I heard from some of the people, that I was like, other people have to hear this, because Light Body is a closed group. It's a group you have to get a link invitation to. It's a subscription, so it's $45 a month, and you get every Sunday. But because it's a closed group, a lot of people don't get to hear some of the things that are being stated in that, which is kind of the purpose. However, I thought at least a little snippets here and there, or a little preview, would be fun. And I think it would really, really give all of you all who hear it some light as well, and really, encouragement as well, to hear and see that other people are navigating some of the same things we are, and hear how they're navigating it, and hear their gratitude for the work we're doing to transmute and to, transform and evolve. And Lakesh, Stephanie, and Lakesh and Veritas, Deborah. All right. So what I want to do, I made 2 different clips. I made 2 different clips from the Light Body, and I was, I didn't want to get in trouble for recording, the whole Light Body class. I'm not going to give away the whole thing, but a couple minutes each clip. Actually, I think one is about 4 minutes and one is 3 minutes, and I want you all to be able to hear it, and then I would love to hear in the chat any thoughts or feedback from what you hear in the expressions of from the people who are expressing in the videos and the clips that I'm gonna play. And again, the base of this is 100% and solely that this is to uplift, and this is to bring encouragement and motivation for all of us who are hearing this. And I think that it will have that effect. So I'm going to pull up one of the clips now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. It's a video. I'm going to play it. And if someone would, once the video starts, just give me a thumbs up that you can hear it okay, and that it's playing fine in the chat. All right, 1 second. Let's get this going.
They're still in the water on the boat.
Yes, and that is something
I feel like I'm on the shore in the condo.
Or the fight against cancer. I feel like the fight against cancer means you're still fighting it.
Right.
Like, I get that. So thank you for listening. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I feel like the angels came in, and here we are. So.
And what a wonderful contribution this is for all of us. Every one of us knows someone who's struggling with something, or we know someone who lost the struggle because they couldn't pull themselves fully together enough to decide. And the point of this is that decide who you are, decide what you want. The universe will conspire to get you where you want to be. We'll keep you here so that you can learn more, and we'll keep teaching you. And as long as you have the desire to think a better thought, to move towards to a different outcome, you have already been victorious. It's a wonderful thing. And so thank you again. Is there anyone else who has something, Tavares?
Yes, Ariel.
Yes, Ariel. In Lakesh Veritas.
In Location Veritas, everybody. Um, Actually, you just answered my question, the last thing that you said, because I feel like over the last few years of my life, I haven't been making decisions. I think I understand that now. Like I haven't decided where I wanted to go. So I feel like I keep gathering information and understanding what needs to be done, and then like not doing it, and then beating myself up about the fact that I'm not doing it. Like I joined this group a couple months back. When at the I think the end of the month that you guys were doing solar plexus chakra, but I never like got on video or like actually showed up to the meetings because I didn't feel worthy. Like I knew that I wasn't doing the practices or getting up and doing the work. And it felt like kind of like just another thing where like, oh, I know this can help me, but I don't I don't really think that I'm gonna do it, if that makes sense. Like I know I want to do it, but I recently been recognizing that self-sabotage has kind of been an issue where like I know that I need to do something and I need to, or I know how I want to move forward, but then I just don't do it. And so I want to say thank you so much for this space. I shared on one of the YouTube videos when you guys were on live, all year long, I had been trying to stop smoking. And then you guys did the apple fast, or we did the apple fast. um, and it worked. And I'm so happy because like I haven't even really wanted to. I knew mentally, like I feel like it's an example of what I'm trying to say about pretty much everything in regards to like meditating and journaling and like everything. I Sorry, my brother texted me. I've wanted to, and I stopped smoking a couple of times, just like on my own. But then I got drawn back into it, or like something triggered me, and it was just like, okay, I'm going to go, do this. But this time I know it's different because I literally don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know. I'm very happy about that. But thank you so much for this space. I learn something every time I'm in community with you guys. So I just want to say thank you. And thank you especially for this conversation because I feel so much better about where I am in my process. And I'm going to take it day by day and decide where I want to be.
This is so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your victory with us. That Apple Fest is no joke, and it will stop you from doing things that are detrimental. And I have known many people, and you're the first one we heard from this last grouping that stopped smoking, but people stop a whole variety of things. So that it's wonderful. What we don't often understand is that we are chemically dependent, that the
All right. I'm back. Can you hear me? All right, 1 second. We're going to get back aligned with the setup. I'm still learning how to navigate all this tech appropriately. But I hope everyone was able to hear that and feel that more importantly than hear it. That in and of itself moved me tremendously. tremendously. One moment, everybody. All right. Let's go here. And then let's do this. And look at Sherelle. So nice to see you on here. All right. And let's figure out how to make me big. I feel like I'm mini right now. Let's see here. Views. And we'll do it like this. One more second. Alrighty, I'm back. All right, somebody give me a thumbs up that they can see me and hear me. Yes, level of authenticity is super powerful. That's right, Stephanie. I mean, so literally, when I heard her name is Ariel, when I heard Ariel speaking, I was literally cheesing and just felt so connected to how she felt and what she was expressing, because she is not only is she taking steps in the direction of where she wants to go, but she's comfortable in being transparent about her journey. And I've been saying for a long time and believing for a while that that's what it takes to connect. It takes a level of being truthful and being willing to be candid about where you are and where you're trying to go. And that's how you can connect. If we put on a front, or if we put on a representation of something that we aren't, then that connection can't be real. That connection can't be lasting or solid, because it was based in a falsehood or a lie. So I'm just so grateful for Ariel, and I'm grateful for all the other people who participate consistently and regularly um, in the community aspect of the Sun. So there's the side of the Sun that is based around the business, which is the one-on-one sessions and the classes and things like that. But there's a bigger and greater side of the Sun that is based around the community. And that is building, and that is free to be a part of, just like what we're doing right now. This is a part of our community, our sharing, our, becoming familiar with each other through our chats. I've been lucky enough to hear that we have different people who have been in light body and in other aspects of the Sun movements, who are connecting with each other and working together and trying things and talking about their journeys and their experiences. So all of those kind of things is just warms my heart, especially to be a person who gets to see people all along the way, all along the way. So from when they first call and say, "Hey, I saw you all on TikTok," or "I saw you on Instagram," and it's just something spoke to me. When they start there, and then we end up, 6 months later, 3 years later, and they're saying they're teaching others, or they're a tutor for the work that we're doing, or they're connected and doing work for others, and they have their own business doing the same property clearing work, soul translation work, soul clearing work, or any of the other things that we teach. So it's just so fulfilling. And I thought that if I had the opportunity to hear and see those kind of positive experiences, I want to share them. So I have one more clip, and I thought this one, not only is it make you feel good, but it's some valuable statements that's being shared in this next clip that I'm going to play. So I highly encourage, listen closely, because it's impactful. All right, one moment. Let's see here. We're going to. Just a moment. I'm sourcing the next clip that we're going to view. So we did.
Thank you, Theodora.
Julianne.
Hello, in the Cash Veritas. Nice,
Julianne.
nice to see all the beautiful people here tonight. I always get to love hearing the stories. It's so helpful. So thank you. I'm so grateful. I missed the first 10 minutes, but I heard Layota, you talking about I'm not going to repeat it the way you said it. So I'm going to talk about my personal experience when you came into my life and I had just got diagnosed with cancer. And you said to me, you said, do you want to live? And I just wanted to share that experience because I was out in nature today and I had a realization about that because it was such a deep question that I had never considered because I actually thought I was living maybe through the ego mind or the trained mind or the lower self or whatever you want to call it, knowing that that really wasn't living.
Yes.
And when you said that, part of my journey is to keep unraveling that. And I'm still unraveling it like every day. Everything I'm doing, and I self-judge myself a little bit because I feel like I should be like at a different level or something. And again, that's preventing me from just being in the now of my goodness that's already inherently mine. But I realized today, and going back to you saying that to me, and I recorded this because I wanted to remember I had this awareness around that. I was still kind of, even though I'm in the present working on I want to live, but I was still kind of a little bit like attached to the day I got the diagnosis, to like the cancer story. And I realized like, wow, I'm still kind of attached to that identity. And and it could be because, and this is not against the allopathic system, but it could be a little bit because there's still some cords of fear around cancer. So the more I'm attached to it, then the less I have to take responsibility for me actually living and actually unapologetically being assertive and having my boundaries and knowing what feels right for me and saying no when I say yes all the time. And so I'm still working on all that, but I'm glad you mentioned that today because you were in my field. Like it was like the present moment. You were sitting there, you said it to me, I went, oh my gosh. Okay. So thank you for witnessing that and listening. So that's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. This is, I have many people come to me with life-threatening situations, not so much for counseling, but for actual healing. But the conversation can only begin after a decision has been made. If a person says to me, no, I don't want to live, we're not a frequency match anymore.
Boom, 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 boom. You don't decide that you want to live. We're not a frequency match anymore. That's major. One moment. Let me pull up the screen. So I hope you all was able to hear and feel what that Julianne stated. That expression or testimonial of going from being diagnosed with the cancer a few years ago and pursuing energetic work as the solution to where she is now and the clarity that she has concerning her journey and the moment she had to face herself to even be clear on if does she want to live and what is she willing to do to see that through. Like Shaka says, is courageous and conscious. Exactly. And Lakesh Camille, let's see, Camille said, I always enjoy Julianne's sharing when Julianne shares. Yes, exactly. Julianne is very candid and expresses, her truth of her experience. And that's actually the point of this whole conversation, which is we have these opportunities to hear and learn, not just from our own experiences, but from others as well. And there's some beauty in that in our community. And I want to keep that thread and that ball going by consistently sharing the experiences of our journeys. And I'm going to do what I can to facilitate that through these live streams. So sometimes we're going to use these kind of clips that show what other people are experiencing or navigating through and what their thoughts about it are. But sometimes we're going to have people come on and literally talk about their journey and what's going on with them right now while navigating the energetic work that they're learning and some of the major things that might have happened in the time since they've started this work or this iteration of their work and or some of the subtle changes that are happening. I'm always hearing from people about their experiences, and it's always in the back of my mind like, man, I wish other people could hear what I be hearing as far as people's journeys and their experiences and the realness of their of what we're going through, because I think most of all, for us to know, like Ariel said, we're still in process. However, we can feel great about where we are because the fact that we're taking any steps is a step in the right direction. Sherelle said, I don't have cancer, but her story speaks to me on another level. I know that's right, Sherelle. And see, that's a perfect example. I'm familiar with Sherelle. And Sherelle, I'm familiar with the things you're navigating. And these are the kind of expressions of why I want you to hear from others who are navigating other things in the same field, whether it be through health or it be through other life situations, and hear how they're internalizing it and how they're dealing with it and what resources out of the sun provides that can help. So if nothing else, remember that Light Body Study Group on Sundays is a gym. It's available, it's easy to navigate, easy to get into, not too much of a commitment. Even if you can't commit the time right on the Sunday, you can always watch it the next day. So I'd highly encourage anybody who's not already a part of Light Body, get a part of Light Body. You can just let's see, I'm gonna put the website in the chat, ofthesun.com. You can just go into ofthesun.com and look at the Light Body. It's on the top of it's on the home page. So you can look at Light Body on the home page and see if you're interested in being a part of it. Like I said, I highly, highly encourage it. it's there's so much value and so much to gain from that experience. There's so much warmth and light to be a part of, and if nothing else, it's worth it for that. If nothing else, I know not this Monday, but next Monday, I have a date on here with another lady who wants to share some of her journey. So I will show everybody right now, 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday the 20, whatever the Monday, I think it's the 26th. Next Monday, we're going to be live with a live guest speaking about her journey, and expect to hear from me in between then as well with some more of these kind of motivational clips and experiences. And if anybody is interested in contributing, whether it be because you're going to be live having a conversation with me about your experience, or you want to just send in a video or clip of something you want to say, or you want to, use yourself in any other manner to contribute to everybody's hearing and seeing what this journey looks like, just reach out. Feel free, contact at Of the Sun. I'm put that in the thing as well in the chat. Contact at ofthesun.com. You can send the email, and I'll make sure to be in touch with you concerning it. So yeah, that's the purpose, and we have accomplished it for this evening. I hope to have brought some light to everyone's day through this family and this little group that we have here working with Of the Sun. I'll also say that if there is anybody who has not already reserved their spot for Soul Translation class taught by Miss Lauta, starts at the very beginning of November. It runs the whole month of November. It's a big class. It's a lot of power being given out. So if you haven't already, reach out to me and we'll make it happen. We'll figure a way. We'll find a way to make it happen. It's the class is coming up real soon. So get in there because there's things we need to do in preparation for making sure that everybody is good to go for class. So I would really not want people to wait till the absolute last minute. So again, reach out to me. You can reach out to me at contact at Of the Sun via email. I don't know why. Contact at sun.com. Yeah. You can reach out to me there, and we will we'll make it happen. All right. I thank everyone for your attention and your support of all of us on our journeys, and we will see each other soon. For most of us, we'll see each other on Sunday in Light Body. All right, in Lakesh and Veritas. Have a great evening.